I'm Caddy of Caddys Customs. I work here with my wife, son, daughter, and son-in-law. After 25 years in business, one thing I learned is every day is a different project and every project has a story. Where one family turns automotive dreams into reality. This is Caddys Customs.
We got a very productive week. We're finishing up a lot of projects. Along with those projects that we're finishing up, we're also wrapping up a 2016 Jeep Oscar Mike edition. We also got a last minute job in that we'll reupholstering the seats on a boat. But I'm confident that my guys will get it done and we'll get it reinstalled and out the door.
The Jeep 2016. It's an Oscar Mike edition. We're gonna do a 4-inch lift. We're gonna put some 24 by 12 Forgiatos. We're gonna change up some music in it. We're gonna do a little backup camera. We're gonna paint the wheels. We're gonna do a little black with a little green. The wheels are brushed. We ordered them brushed so we can do basically anything we want to them, and customer says, yeah, we want them black. And we're also gonna do a hood with a scoop on it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, first of all, this Jeep come in here because it had hail damage on it. So we got it fixed, and then he says, Caddy, don't do the hood. I want to put a scoop on it. So now we're getting a scoop. They went through it already and did the hail. Then while it was here, he decided to do a little upgrade. We're upgrading all speakers. We're amping them up. We're doing a little reverse camera. You know, and we're going to use a factory radio. And then, you know, we like putting Forgiatos on everything. We're gonna do, it's a 24 by 12 Forgiato. We're gonna paint them black, add a little bit of the flat green in there so they can match the Jeep. And then we're gonna do a 4-inch lift so we can be able to put some tires on here, lift it up. So it looks like a street truck right now, but when we get done with it, it'll look like a little mud crawler. You know, what we're doing, we're not really gonna change up a lot of stuff on the inside. We're gonna upgrade all the factory speakers and amp them up. You know, so if somebody jumps in, it still looks factory, but the music, the performance in it is gonna be, you know, you crank it up a little bit and you can hear it.
What we're gonna do on this 2016 Jeep is we're gonna take out the factory speakers. We're gonna put some Rockford Files gate components in the front, some coaxes in the back, and then we're gonna put a 4-channel amp on them to drive all the stereo systems. On this Jeep, it's unique in that it has speaker enclosures in it. Not just mounting locations, but it actually has speaker boxes inside of the Jeep. So what we'll do is we'll go inside of the Jeep and we'll access these pieces that are inside the dash. We'll pull the dash loose, take the speaker boxes out where we can make our modifications on the table. There's a sound bar set up in here. We'll remove the sound bar, take it out, put it on the table, and we'll make all of our changes there. The amplifier that we're gonna put in it, we're gonna mount it underneath the driver's seat, and really to make it hidden more than anything. It allows a little bit of airflow around it so it doesn't get hot. The main thing is so that we can keep it out of sight, out of mind, and keep it looking as original as possible. It's a Jeep. It's hard to keep anything secure in a Jeep. So the less you can make visible to people walking by, the better off your chances are of not having to miss them when you come out the next day.
Colin is one of my most dedicated employees. He's a real good guy. I mean, he knocks out all his work without any questions being asked. I mean, with this Jeep he's knocking out right now, he's gonna get it taken care of, get it out the way, and on to the next one. Colin's been in the game for many years. I mean, he has 5 world championships, so he knows what he's doing. I don't have to be very specific on the build that we're working on. If I tell him more or less what we're going for, he pretty much pinpoints it and gets it knocked out. He's a real good team player, and I mean, I wouldn't have anybody else on my team leading my audio department besides him.
There we have Jeep speaker. That's their speaker box right there. good old plastic. We'll keep all this factory wiring intact. There's a factory amplifier that's on the left side of the dash that we'll get into and use that to make our speaker connections there. And we're going to take this plastic box and the one from the driver's side, we're going to modify them a little bit to hold a Rockford Fosgate speaker, and we'll probably add a faux cowl black hole towel inside of each one of them to give it a little bit better sound, because they have a tendency to sound like the speaker's in a plastic box. I don't know why.
It's what's the rainbow? You know what a rainbow is?
It says from reflection.
The reflection of the water.
It's a reflection because they're showing you the rainbow and it's reflecting off this glass and it's showing back up.
I saw a double rainbow and I was like, hey, look, there's two rainbows. And Caddy was like, it's not two rainbows. It's a rainbow with the reflection of a rainbow. And I said, how do you know? And he says, because I know. I've read about it. And I said, no, I don't think so. It's a double rainbow. And he's like, so we started arguing about it because he says, I know. When I say something, it's because I know. And I said, yeah, but you're not always right.
Look, it's a reflection that jumps off of here to there.
But it's a reflection. There's only
Second
one.
rose appears dimmer and clouder because much more light is released from two reflections.
Do you believe me now, baby?
Yeah, but not all the time you're right.
Not all the time, but I was right on that one. If I tell you something and I'm like certain, it's because somebody told me in my past, and I'm here to tell you. The junior's still trying to look.
Yeah.
Look what's.
I put both of y'all on.
Look, there's a lot of big words here that I don't know what it means. Do you know what a rainbow is?
No, well, the primary rainbow is visible. When light is reflected once off the back of a raindrop, the secondary and is usually dimmer rainbow is spotted when light is reflected twice in a more complicated pattern. And that's what you told me yesterday.
Yes,
it's
baby.
lighter because it's a...
Yeah, it's a reflection.
Hey, I'm sorry, Caddy, I'm sorry.
And I'm like, okay, I was wrong. You were right. But if it was the other way around and he was wrong, he would not have said it.
If somebody was to ask you, hey, little Caddy, most of the time when your dad tells you something, was he right or wrong? What are you going to tell him? Wrong?
No, he's right.
What are you going to? Thank you. Now, same thing with you.
Most of the time. But
How many times have I told you something that's wrong?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, okay,
No, most.
maybe when it comes to like this stuff, rainbows and stuff like that. But when I tell you, hey babe, I told you this. No, you didn't.
Oh, no, that's different.
No,
That's not knowing. This is knowing. That's knowledge.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. That you're wrong, but whenever you are wrong, you're never wrong. You act like you're not wrong.
And he'll be with an attitude. He'll be mad because we proved right. We were right, and he gets mad. He'll walk around pissed off all day. Well, not all day, but half a day. He'll have this stink face on him, like, yeah. So, and we know he's mad. He won't say he's mad, but we know he's mad.
Well, I'm the big guy around here. I gotta play it off.
So to us, you're never wrong.
That's what I want to hear.
You'll
That's how you need to
say
say that.
you'll get mad and slam the doors and everything.
And when you have your own kids and nephews, you're gonna be able to be that person. But to them, I'm the man that's never wrong. Right now, this is my.
And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. I will. He says he'll say he's wrong, but he don't.
So the material for the boat came in. It's a marine vinyl, so it did have to get special order. We finally got it. And now Caddy's out there with the upholstery guys. He's going over the pattern of how they're gonna design the seats and how they're gonna put the two colors into the seat.
This one goes like this. So we can do, and then you can go straight or you can go up, because there's nothing else. Y esto lo podemos hacer blanco o el color claro y lo demás azul. I went to a boat show and I seen almost 90% of the boats that I seen had somehow or another a diamond stitch in it. Whether it was a big one, a small one, a double. I said, let me make this boat look a little modern since we're gonna do it. And we did it different. I didn't go and copycat. I just somehow integrated
the diamond in there. Yeah, because only right here, Joe, you're not gonna be able to see none of this. Because it's only one seat and the captain's big like this. You can't, you have to be in it to look at it. I will only see, lo que sí se ve, va a ser acá atrás. Es todo lo que se ve. All back here you can see.
I'm Joe Bro. I do upholstery work right here at Caddys Customs. We're fixing to do a boat. We're gonna do all custom work. We're gonna put some diamonds in the middle. It ain't gonna be nothing original. Basically, we're gonna do some diamond stitching here, and with some blue carbon fiber with some white sides, and make it a little different, upgrade.
En este material azul voy a cortar el pedazo del medio del asiento del lado del chofer del boat, de aquí así, que va a ir en diamante, o sea, diamond tag. Y todos los lados de aquí, aquí arriba, en la parte de arriba y en la parte de aquí abajo va a ir el blanco para que sean dos colores. Nomás el pedazo azul, el medio.
We're fixing to steam this so it'd be easier to wrap around and staple, and it'll lay more smoother. It relaxes the vinyl once you steam it. It gives it a better roll around. What makes it so difficult is the shape of it and how big it is, and it's just the way it's shaped, honestly. And you just got to make it, look right. Chest fit it, every sew that you put on, every piece that you put on, you have to chest fit it, take it off, chest fit it, just to, make it right. This is like a view of the side of the boat that's not covered by the wall. So this is actually viewable, just like the inside. So you have to match it so it all could come together. So once you put your wall pieces on there, everything will match up, and that just what makes it a little complicated, but ain't nothing that we can't handle.
While Collins is finishing up installing all the audio on the Oscar Mike Edition 2016 Jeep, I also got Jose mounting the tires so we can get the wheels prepped and painted and installed on the vehicle.
All right, so we got the Oscar Mike Jeep right here. We're actually gonna get ready to take the sensors out the factory wheels. We're gonna go ahead and put them in his aftermarket wheels. The reason for the sensors, or TPMS sensors, is gonna actually read the tire pressure on his dash so they can keep it at the factory specs. And we're gonna put them in his aftermarket wheels so he can keep that technology on the actual truck. The Terra series actually for off-road use, a single piece of aluminum billet that they actually forge any design you want, any offset you want for your actual application for your car. We went with the 24x12 to give it a little bit of aggressive look. With going with the Terra series, it's gonna be a stronger Forgiato than just a regular 3-piece Forgiato. So we got the tire mounted up. We're gonna get them ready for paint. That's just our preference on actually this big of a wheel. Some people do them before they mount the tire, we do it after. You can do it either way you'd like. That's just our preference. We're gonna we mounted the tire and we're gonna get it ready for paint now.
We got the wheels ready to paint. We're gonna paint them black. Then we're gonna come back and do a little bit of green. Just a little bit, the flat We'll probably do a little bit on the caps. What's black on here is gonna be the green, the little matte on the inside. And we're gonna do the Forgiato as well. Just a little accent, just to make it pop a little bit. We don't wanna do too much.
There's a preconceived notion or a myth about amplifiers draining vehicles' batteries. If you look at the amplifier we have here, the Rockford, the 600X4, you'll notice there's connections here for your speakers. There's a couple connections here for some optional, sound controls, either a bass control or a punch level control. And then this is where your RCA connections are going to come from your pack and your RCA here. These pieces will plug into this. You have a power wire that goes directly to your battery that stays connected all the time. You have a ground that goes to your chassis that stays connected all the time. The one right here that says REM, that stands for remote. That's your remote turn-on wire. This amplifier does not power up unless your radio is turned on. It cannot drain your battery unless your radio is turned on. So we have the factory speaker, and we're going to compare it to the Rockford 5-gate speaker. Let's see, first off, pretty significant difference in the magnet assembly. The cone on this one is made out of a polypropylene, and you look at the factory speaker, it's made out of paper. Not a great idea for an all-weather application, something that's made out of paper. We all know what happens to your homework when you leave it laying on the floor.
We got our lift kit in for the Jeep project that we're working on, the Oscar Mike Jeep project. This install should be fairly easy. It might take me a couple hours, maybe 2-3 hours. We'll get it installed on the Jeep. Basic kit, it's cups on the coils, front and back, and a couple brackets extending the steering stabilizers. We'll be ready to go, be able to mount up our wheels. We didn't want to go nothing extreme for him. He's just really driving around town. He's not going to be going rock climbing or full-wheel driving, anything like that. He just wanted that aggressive stance to give it that real Jeep look. It's still a very nice kit for his vehicle. It's going to keep the factory ride for him because basically we're just extending his factory suspension at the time with this kit. So me and Caddy were able to find time to go install the upholstery on the boat. Probably my first time going to actual boat that's in the water to pull the upholstery and actually install it. So, it's all new to me to actually go to an actual customer spot and do that for them. So I was trying to get all the parts together on the wagon to get everything installed as, efficient with the time we had. I had a little spill. The wagon actually tipped over.
I already knew. I've carried stuff down that pier how many times, and then that would have been, foam would have been, it's made to get wet but not inside the lake. So we would have probably had to bring it back, open it back up, let the foam dry up, because it'll smell. It's like anything. If you jump in the lake with your regular clothes on and stay with it, you're gonna stink.
Luckily nothing fell in the water, but I had to readjust the wagon and get everything back on it.
I think the best part of finishing something is putting it back together. This is I think the ultimate for me, man. I don't have to be a millionaire, man. This is what makes me happy. Here, just set that on the side. Pulling out of here or pulling in, you don't want no wind because it moves the boat. But right now, we just had some wind. It's like, put the first piece and it's like, man. And then I wanted to put the driver's seat because that saves by itself. When I put it on there, I was like, yeah, it's gonna work. Then the bench, and then we redid the table. So I already had it in my mind what it was gonna look like, but until you actually see it, everything else around it just looks a whole lot better. Everything worked out.
So we got the Jeep just about wrapped up. We've done the lift, we've done the wheels and tires, we've done all the paint work on it. We got the hood installed, all the audio's installed, the back camera's working correctly. And we're just waiting for Caddy's approval, check it out, make sure he likes everything. And we're gonna go ahead and deliver it to the customer.
All right, let me check out this Jeep that we did. We want to probably jump in it, turn on the radio. Check out that F we did. Boy, that's what I'm talking about. That's teamwork. I wish it was mine, but it's not. It belongs to a customer, man, and I really do like it. I think the customer and his wife is going to like it. The wheels look awesome on there. Even the color, the Forgiato, like the name, we did the color on it to match the Oscar Mike. The little flat green on there. Rims and tires, a little bit of music, a hood, a little cover for the back, and well, we did a 4-inch lift on it, but a last minute thing, like I always say, customers always say, hey, Caddy, can you do this for me? Well, because we didn't get a 5th wheel, we decided to make them a cover with the F on it to match. I mean, and this is something my guys whoop up really quick. And man, it looks beautiful, man. I like it. And now I'm gonna turn it on. I gotta check out this radio now. Let me see how.
Show me something natural like Afro. Show me something natural. I wanna feel some stretch marks. Still take you down right on your mama's couch in polo socks. Hey, this is way too crazy. Hey, you do not amaze me. Hey.
Let me see if we got reverse camera working. All we really want to check is to make sure we got clearance on the wheels. And this dude spent a lot of money on some rims and tires. You want to make sure they don't rub, and we can make the turns. We can make the turns. We're good, like a champ. Oh yeah, he's gonna love it. And you can see the carbon fiber from here on the hood. That's a brand new hood. I wish it was mine. She drives good. It feels good. It looks good. Shit, it's ready to go home. Okay. Today is Friday. And we delivered the Oscar Mike Jeep. Okay. It was a go. It was good. And I know sometimes I come in here running the shop that I'm a little on the, I know everything. Sometimes. Well, most of the time. Right? Like every day? But I am right? Matter of fact, even if I'm wrong, I'm right. I know. Right? Yeah. I mean, I'm the one that's got to deal with it anyway. Right. Right? Right, yeah. When you bring me the phone and you say so-and-so wants you, I got to deal with it. Or you gave me a phone yesterday that I really didn't want to take. You like, you get it. So no matter if I'm wrong, I'm still going to be right because I got to put up with all the chaos. Yeah, you're right. Hey, remember that though. Remember that.
I can take that from you. Babe, if it's into Friday, after Friday, you have 2 days off. So
hey, I'll tell you what. You think I can leave a little early today? People? Is Vanessa's laughing like, huh? If I can leave early so I can have a good weekend and I can come back for Monday. I mean, and this Friday will be over with. Today, I'm here, but I'm not here, right? And we can continue again on Monday. Got it. Hasta la vista.